What if everything you've ever known, the stars above, the earth beneath your feet, time, space, even reality itself, all came from absolutely nothing? It's a question that has haunted philosophers, scientists, and theologians alike. What existed before the universe? Before the Big Bang, was there something? Or was there truly nothing? No atoms, no time, no laws of physics, not even a vacuum. This question doesn't just challenge science. It forces us to confront the limits of human understanding. In this video, we'll journey through time and space, and beyond, to explore theories from cosmology, quantum mechanics, theology, and philosophy. We'll ask the unaskable and try to imagine the unimaginable. Because maybe, just maybe, the answer to what came before everything could change everything. Let's start with what we know, or think we know. About 13.8 billion years ago, our universe began with what we call the Big Bang. But the term Big Bang can be misleading. It wasn't an explosion in space. It was the sudden expansion of space itself. Everything, matter, energy, time, and space, emerged from an unimaginably hot, dense singularity. So naturally we ask, what was there before that? Here's the thing, time itself may have started with the Big Bang. This means asking, what came before might be like asking, what's north of the North Pole? There was no before, there was no where, there just was. But that answer doesn't satisfy everyone, including many scientists. So let's dig deeper. Is it even possible for something to come from nothing? And more importantly, what exactly is nothing? To you and me, nothing might mean empty space, a vacuum. But physicists would argue, even empty space isn't really empty. Quantum mechanics tells us that even in a vacuum, virtual particles are constantly popping in and out of existence. So maybe, just maybe, our universe was born from a quantum fluctuation, a blip in the fabric of a much larger nothingness. But now we've run into a paradox. If nothing has properties, is it really nothing? Maybe what we call nothing is just the name we give to something we don't yet understand. Let's consider another idea. What if the Big Bang wasn't the beginning, but just a transition? According to the Big Bounce theory, our universe could be one in a series of universes that expand and contract over and over forever. Before our Big Bang, there may have been another universe that collapsed in a big crunch, which then rebounded to form this one. Time wouldn't have started at the Big Bang. It would simply keep flowing through an endless cycle of births and deaths. Sounds strange, maybe, but not as strange as the next idea. Now let's step outside our universe. Literally, what if the Big Bang didn't create everything, but just our universe? In the multiverse hypothesis, our cosmos is just one of countless other universes, each with its own laws of physics, dimensions, and timelines. Some theories suggest these universes constantly bubble up like foam in a cosmic sea, a process called eternal inflation. Each bubble is a universe. Some collapse instantly. Others, like ours, last billions of years. In this view, the Big Bang was just our bubble's moment of inflation. So what existed before the universe? Other universes, an infinite cosmic ocean, a multiverse. But we have to be honest. We have no observational evidence of any universe beyond our own. For now, it's just a tantalizing idea, one that might never be testable. But still, what if? Here's a mind-bending idea. What if time is an illusion? Theoretical physicists like Carlo Rovelli argue that time may not be fundamental at all. In some equations, like those in quantum gravity, time doesn't even appear. What if everything exists at once, like pages in a book? You don't create the story one word at a time, it's already written. You just read it sequentially. Likewise, the universe may not be happening. It may just be. That would mean asking what came before the universe is like asking what's on page minus one of a book. There isn't one. Time, then, may be just a useful concept we invented to make sense of change. But the deeper truth, There may be no change, no before, just a timeless whole. For millennia, humans have turned to spiritual explanations to answer the unanswerable. Many religions teach that a divine being, a god, created the universe from nothing. In Judeo-Christian tradition, the phrase is creatio ex nihilo, creation from nothing. But if God created the universe, what existed before God? Was God outside of time, outside of space, or are these human concepts meaningless when applied to the divine? Other traditions, like Hinduism, describe time as cyclical, with universes endlessly created and destroyed by cosmic forces like Brahma. In Buddhism, the universe has no beginning, no ultimate creator, it just is. These views aren't science in the traditional sense, but they're powerful attempts to wrestle with questions science can't fully answer. Sometimes, science and spirituality aren't enemies. They're fellow travelers on the same mysterious road. What if the universe isn't even real? The simulation hypothesis, made popular by philosopher Nick Bostrom and figures like Elon Musk, suggests our universe could be an incredibly advanced computer simulation. In this view, the before may be a server, a lab, or a programmer's design. To us, the Big Bang was the beginning of everything. To the simulation, it was just boot up. This isn't just science fiction. Some physicists argue that the mathematical structure of the universe hints at underlying code. If we ever found definitive evidence, like a pixelated Planck scale or built-in computational limits, it would shake the foundations of reality. So what came before the universe? A keyboard, a mind, a choice. So, what existed before the universe? Maybe a quantum vacuum. Maybe another universe. Maybe an infinite multiverse. Maybe a creator. Or maybe nothing at all. The truth is, we don't know. We may never know. But asking the question, daring to confront the limits of knowledge, is what makes us human. We build telescopes, write equations, stare at stars, pray, dream, wonder, because somewhere inside us, we believe that truth is worth seeking. And maybe that's the point. Maybe it's not about the answer. Maybe it's about the journey, the awe, the mystery, the humility to say, I don't know, but I want to. The universe had a beginning, and one day it will have an end. But between those two moments, we exist, with minds that can ask and hearts that can wonder. And that is something truly miraculous. If this video made you question reality, leave a comment and share your thoughts below. What do you think existed before the universe?